All right, so guys and girls, I got to put a disclaimer on a couple things. One, so me telling you all, the 89.9, does that mean I curve? And yeah, I do. But I'm trying to get the information. This part of the year, like you guys think you're stressed, you should see some of the emails. I mean, there's like hate emails that come to teachers from parents and from students. So I'm just going to tell you how the medical classes grade is established, okay? Watch. Ready? Here. I just want you to see this. So 450 points is on attendance. Still with me in this adventure? Yeah. If you are absent, you lose 10 points. Excused or not. If it's a religious day, you have to tell me that is a religious day because I don't know. Okay? So, no, we're not in the med class there, sunshine. I promise. But good job. Okay, now if you're tardy, you get 5 points off each day. Okay, still with me? No. So basically, the med class is a really easy class to get an A in as long as you show up, right? So that's the first part of points. The next 450 points, ready, is for students to write 6 thank you cards. No! Okay, so how do you write a thank you card? Now, I had this email. I have been going, it's a string of emails back and forth between me and a student. The email said, I don't know how to address these thank you cards. And I said, don't worry about putting the address on there. I'm not having you all mail it to the doctors. I will take care of it. No. How do I address them? Dear Doctor. Okay. I don't know what the doctor's name is. I gave all the students a list of like 40 people who spoke during class. Said, Dr. Mike Para spoke about cancer and oncology. Dr. Gretchen Fry talked about OBGYN and palliative care. Dr. Kern Buckner talked about cardiovascular surgery. Dr. So-and-so, Nurse Boyette, talked about being a nurse at University Hospital in the surgical ward. Nurse Rachel Corey Pacheco talked about being a nurse at University Hospital with the children's department. Okay, are you starting to see this? So from this list here, get out of my seat. See you later, Don. Don, have a good day. Go see your dean. Bye. See you Monday. So on this list, I highlight 3 different people. It's different which list you get. So this is kind of my way that everyone should get a ribbon. So this is my way of saying that each of the doctors should get a couple of thank you notes from some kids. Okay? So they have to write 6 thank you cards total. 3 of them that I have highlighted. So they have to pick 3 others from the list. Does this seem straightforward yet? Yeah. Let me know if it doesn't, because it's nuts. So the student says, no, but I still don't understand how to address these thank you notes. So I wrote back, let's pretend I'm the doctor. Dear Dr. Stirrup, thank you so much for talking about blah, 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 blah. Just made up something. I really enjoyed that you focused on this. Sincerely, your name. I kid you not. The email came back going, who's your name? Oh my God. I'm like, how did the student, 1, find their way to Cherry Creek High School every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning? Like, seriously. Like, this is not a low-functioning school. There's been schools that, we look at kids going, I can see why that kid missed. The kid can't even distinguish the difference between 1 and 2, so it's obvious that they got lost from their home to the school, but not here. Okay, so now we're talking about there's 900 points right there available. The last 200 points. 200 points is a final exam that's on Schoology. I assigned this the very first day of the med class. It's 33 questions in length. A lot of the questions come directly from the MCAT exam, so they're really hard. This is the test to see if you're smart enough to go to med school. You can Google almost every one of the answers. No, there's no reason why you should. There's no reason you would know how to do any of these problems. No reason. My focus on giving this test is I want kids to realize that the MCAT isn't just science. It's science. It's math. It's psychology. It's social study. It's tons of stuff. Yes, it talks about developmental stuff as socials. Okay? It goes all over the place. So again, you could Google every answer and say, oh, it's answer B. But my goal is I want kids to say, one, oh my gosh, this is a tough kind of question. Google. Oh, it's B. Because the carboxylic acid group that goes up to the ketone with the alcohol group isn't taught in high school. I don't care how high up in chemistry you go in high school, it's not taught. So I got a lot of kids getting 200 out of 200 because I told them all that information. I had a parent say, how dare you give a test to your class that wasn't taught by the doctors? How dare me? Okay, so 1,100 points, right? 1,100 points. 1,100 points. Still with me? Borrow your calculator. Quit. Here. 1,100 times 0.9 is a 990 out of 1,100 is the grade for class. This is gimme. Yeah? You can miss quite a bit here. This should be gimme. If I told you all as a class, look, here's 30 questions. Work on it together. Heck, go. You do number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Google it, find it, come back saying, okay, it's answer B and this is why. So between that and that, now that's 650 points. That should be gimme. I now need to generate 340 more points. 450 minus 340. 11 days I can miss. 11 days. Class is off for 4 days a week. That's almost 3 entire weeks you can miss and still have an A in the class. Yeah, but that's not really fair how you grade. Well, your kid has an F because they haven't done this, they haven't done this, and they missed 10 times. Well, what can they do to get extra credit? Drives me nuts. So, your teachers are, including me, going a little crazy right now. But what my question is sometimes is this. I got 2 kids in school. You all know that. I get how school works because I'm a teacher. Even though I wasn't a teacher, I'm pretty sure I remember how grades worked in high school. You take tests, they're worth more points than homework. Duh! It amazes me. It's like, well, why could they do one homework assignment and they do really poorly on a test and they have a bad grade in class? They did a homework. What high school did you go to, parents? Well, it's not fair. Homework and tests should be worth the same amount of points. Okay, you're right. So I don't know. I'm off my soapbox. I'm sorry. I'm out of control. All right, we're gonna do these similar. If you have a sheet of paper, you can copy these down. If not, you can just watch. Okay, H-O-R-S-E.
Horse.
It is horse. Cool. Giddy up. All right, so just by looking at this, I'm not putting any other information up there. What would be a go-to that you feel comfortable with? Yeah.
HRO is the same as SRE because they're
So angle HRO, so HRO and SE or SRE, those are vertical. Okay, and again, we haven't even looked at the givens yet. So some things that we should consider this problem could be. It could be prove these two triangles are congruent. It could be prove that angle E is congruent to angle O, which means you have to show somehow either proving that or you have parallel. Prove HO is parallel to ES. There's a whole lot there. But this is a give me right there. Agreed? And again, guys and girls, if you go through the proof and you just take a look at the picture first, don't worry about what you're trying to prove. Take a look at the picture first and give me the go-tos that you know have to exist. This is vertical angles, no doubt in my mind. Agreed? That's 2 points. Do you think I'm going to forget about vertical angles as far as this test goes? No. It's going to be pretty unlikely that I'm going to have you show that this segment, and this segment are congruent, and we're going to forget about vertical angles. Even if I did that, I'd still get side angle side. Okay? So then we do know this, that segment HO is parallel to segment ES, and this is given. Okay? So now I know this and this, and I'm trying to prove that R is the midpoint of HS. This is what I'm trying to prove. Okay? So let's stop there. I'm not going to put the other given yet. What's something that you can tell me now that we have go ahead.
Could you say angle O is equal to angle E?
Yep, angle O is congruent to angle E. What else can I say off of that? Angle S is congruent to angle H, right? And those are both what reason? Alternate interior, okay? So, that tells me that this and this and this and this. Now, we all know that angle doesn't prove congruence at all, so this is going to help us. But that, I had to go to, put the first given, and the next go-tos that came out of that. Kill. Okay, so another given that's also given as part of this is this. HS bisects EO. That's given. So HS bisects EO. So if HS cuts this into two equal parts, what can we say about this? So OR and RE. OR is congruent to RE, definition of bisector. Okay? Do I have enough information to prove triangle congruence? Yeah. Let's see. So the last thing they want us, we're trying to prove R is the midpoint of HS. I can't go and say that yet. I have to prove triangle congruence, and then I have to use CP/CTC, and then I can prove it, okay? So, I can say that triangle, this is congruent to triangle. So, what is it? It's either angle, side angle, or, yeah, you have angle, angle, side that works, or angle, side angle. Either one works. Now, the reason angle, angle, side works is because I had the vertical angles, which was kind of a gimme for us, which is great. But either one of those is totally legitimate for us to say, yep, that works. So then I have to go and show that HR is congruent to RS, and there's our CPCTC. And then can we say R is the midpoint of HS? Absolutely. R is midpoint of HS. Definition midpoint, I'm there. Definition midpoint or definition of bisector. I go definition of bisector. Because you don't want to say midpoint. If you did go midpoint, I'd probably give it to you, but I think if you said bisector would be better. Just so you're not using this same thing over. So that's 18 points. Was this 100% necessary to say? No. Is it wrong if we said it? No. Okay. Someone send Don a text and tell him that if he wants to come back in and behave, he has a front row seat.
He was texting me a bunch. He's like, "What just happened? I'm really scared."
Tell him to come back in. He has a front row seat he can sit in.
I was also supposed to tell you that he was tardy because he was getting fit, like his costume fit for the play.
He's wearing a costume?
Not right now.
You forgot to tell me that that's why he was tardy, huh?
I forgot about that.
This
He
is
told me
why
first
I know where
period,
Keep
so
that in the
I
text as well.
forgot.
Should I call him?
Just text him.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the animals.
He's coming back.
There was a horse on the last
Horse, now we have
Yeah.
camel.
I'm just gonna make sure Tom did not yell at me.
What's a go-to? Vertical angles. Okay? Okay? It's a good go-to. It's obvious. So looking at this, there's things that we might, just by kind of looking at the shape, we might think, okay, we're probably going to try and prove perpendicular. We could have mid-segment. Could be just proving triangles are congruent. Not quite sure. But let's just see where we go. The next thing that they're going to give us is one of the givens is M is the midpoint of CL. And that is what? Yeah, that's given, that's it. Okay, so M is the midpoint of CL. Yep. CM and LM are congruent. Definition of midpoint. So we have an angle on a side. We need another angle, or we need another side somehow in the right order.
Do we know that CA and EL are parallel?
CA. I don't know that yet. No, not yet. I'll put what we're proving. We're going to try and prove that angle C is congruent to angle L. So you know we're probably going to lead to CPCTC eventually, right? Johnny?
Can you prove that AM is
Not yet. Not yet. I bet you we will. And I don't have all the givens up there yet. So that was our first given. So let's change colors. Go to our next given. Our next given is, let's see, M is the midpoint. Oh, we know that CL is perpendicular to AE. That's given. Gotta sneeze. Woo! Woo! All right, CL is perpendicular to AE. CL, AE, CL, AE. What can we say from that? So I know that I could make this leap. I could say that angle CMA has to be congruent to angle CMA to LME. Okay?
Oh, you already said that. We already have that.
Oh, and we do have that. Oh, okay. So we already did know that. That's good. That's good. We do have that. So then let's say this, that angle CMA and angle CMA and LME equals 90 degrees. Definition of perpendicular. Okay, so now we know this. Okay, so what does this start directing us to think about? Yeah, hypotenuse leg. So right now we have a leg. We just need to get to see if we can find CA and EL are equal. I don't know, but it might be hypotenuse leg, but we also know that we can use it as side angle side if we need to, or angle side angle, or angle angle side. And then the last thing that they're going to tell us, we're going to change colors, our last given is AC is congruent to EL. That's given. So AC.
Oh, so it is. Oh, it is hypotenuse.
There we go. So we have triangle CMA is congruent to triangle CMA to LME. Why? HL, hypotenuse leg. Cool. So then, can I say that angle C is congruent to angle L? CPCTC.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Instead of going all the way down to CPCTC, can't we say angle C equals angle L because alternate interior angles? But
It's not proven that they're parallel.
So they truly are alternate interior angles, but alternate interior angles are equal only when you have parallel lines. We haven't proven that yet. But by us knowing this now, that's going to allow us to say that CA and EL are parallel because alternate interior angles are equal. But, that might be another way that we could get to that on this problem if needed.
So we know they equal the same, but we don't know it. Because
So-
it says AC and EL.
What's that say? AC and EL, they're congruent. They're congruent but not parallel. We don't know they're parallel. Now I know they're parallel because we've proven it, but we didn't know it at the time. Cool?
So,
Yeah.
if you have like two parallel lines, then you can have
Alternate interior angles. So if you have anything parallel, you have alternate interior, same side interior, alternate exterior, corresponding. All of those are all equal just because of parallel lines.
So can you do hypotenuse leg if you have the leg and the hypotenuse and then a 90-degree angle?
That's why you have a hypotenuse.
Okay.
Because so if you look at how that 90-degree angle sits, that's actually angle side side,
Oh, okay.
right? And that's like the only time angle side side works. But we wouldn't want to assign angle side side because if you say hypotenuse, like just the word hypotenuse means you're going to have a 90-degree angle. Cool. All right, I got to circle one. John coming back yet?
Yeah. Yeah, he said he was. I'm really trying to enforce it on him.
Let's see what this spells. Doesn't spell anything good.
Mr. Stirrup,
Why?
what are the lines that are what are the lines that you draw to make triangles, but they're not actually the same vertical?
Wait, is that what you use?
What would we call it?
Are they called
Auxiliary, yeah.
Are you using that for this?
Yes. All right, so I'm going to list the given first. We have circle E given. So let's draw in what we could say now. What can we say? Yeah. So now we could say that AE is congruent to EY, definition of radii, right? Or just put radii, something like that. So that's fine. So that should be, as soon as you see a circle, you realize you're going to have radii. That's probably going to be part of it. So whether we have to draw it in or not. Okay, other things that we know about this. We're trying to prove that ES bisects angle ASY. So we're trying to prove that this angle and this angle are congruent. Okay? So my next given is this. AS is congruent to SY. That's given. Okay, so AS, AY. So now I have side, side. Do I have a third side I know?
SE is reflexive.
Yeah, we have that reflexive, so that should have been a gimme, but we're all right. So SE is congruent to itself. The ES or SE reflexive. So that's congruent to itself. I can prove the triangles are congruent. Triangle ASE is congruent to triangle ASE, YSE. And that's side, side, side. So then I think it's important for us to say that angle ASE is congruent to angle YSE. And that's CPCTC. And so does that allow us to make our conclusion? Yeah. So ES bisects angle ASY.
Wouldn't you still say that it's a definition of bisects? It's like, what else?
I know, and that's a tough one to think about. And I'm going to try and avoid using that word as my answer. So, what would be another way we could approach it? Congruent what?
If you like
Just
use
congruent what? Angles. Yeah.
if you like said definition of bisector on the final as the last one, is that okay too?
I think especially on the final, I think I'd be pretty chill with that. I think a nice rule would be if we could, let's not have the reason or the statement and the reason have the same verbiage in there.
Okay.
I think that would be a good general rule, but as far as the final goes, you got a lot going on. You throw bisects and bisects in the same spot, I know what you're talking about. Okay? Yeah.
So would you have to add the part where it says AS is congruent to Y, or say angle YSE, or could you just say that side, and then do it?
Well, I need to show that I have to show that these angles happen to be congruent. I think that allows us to make the leap to this then. I think. I would not eliminate this portion. Okay? Ready for the last proof that I'm going to work ever?
In the rest of our lives.
This is the last proof I'm going to work out this year.
Thank God.
Wait, really? There's no proof? Oh, I thought you meant. Oh.
Sorry.
It's not okay.
Sorry, Chumley.
I.
Explain it to your neighbor if they haven't figured it out yet.
The end of the year or some like work.
Oh, I see.
All right, our given is this. What are go-tos right away off that? Can I do this all the way around?
Yeah.
And why?
Radio.
Yeah, you have radii. You got a whole bunch of radii. So put them all. PO is congruent to PR, or OR is congruent to OE is congruent to OB. Radii.
Oh,
Where is he?
I don't know. Give me. Well, I think it's actually.
You lost your phone? All right. I should see what we're trying to prove. PRVE. PR is congruent to VE. So I'm trying to prove those. Yeah.
Did you say vertical angles?
Yeah, I totally would. I love it. Vertical angles all the way. Angle POR is congruent to angle EOB. Vertical angles.
And then you could say side angle side.
Side angle side. I'm with you. Triangle POR is congruent to triangle EOB, side angle side. PR is congruent to BE. Cool? Good? Happy day?
Relatively happy.
All right. Yes,
Those are like the hardest proofs we'll see on the test.
I think so. Hey!
Or you yell at me in any way. Wait.
He brought cookies.
Yeah, I told him to.
No, be quiet. I'm sorry.
Oh. You just yelled at Casey.
Yeah.
You'd have to bring cookies. I'll take one.
Okay.
Hang on, I just want.
Just take it.
Hey, can I have a gift to you? Yeah. Thank you.
Sawyer, ow.
They're the chewy ones, guys.
Oh my
Hey,
That was the longest walk in my life.
I better at least get like 3 of those. I'm the reason he's back.
He's like my owl. I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah, Christopher Sturp's like the therapist.
really
Okay.
Is that the thing?
Get some to Casey because I yelled at him.
Yo,
What did I do?
I'm taking like 3. I'm sorry.
Really,
I deserve this.
Mr. Sturp, you're like a therapist who I have to go hunting.
I go hunting. What? Where?
You know the movie Good Hunting? You hunt? People need some. Yo, dude, pass over here. What the heck? You just did 3. Oh my. Yo, dude, I can. Well, Sammy, I'll get these. Let me get one. Really, dude? Really, dude? You gotta take 3?
You gave an extra.
You know me, I can't count. All right. This sheet that you had, Don, can you put the lights on, please? Thanks, man. So, this sheet you'll notice, doesn't have any proofs on it. Could count that one either. Cool. No proofs. So this is, all the answers are on the very back. Okay? Skip 11 and 12, that's why they're crossed out and says skip 11 and 12. So this is optional review for you. I'm not going to say you need to do it, you have to do it, or anything like that. I would strongly encourage, probably before you eat your Frosted Flakes Monday morning, that you had completed this. If you don't eat Frosted Flakes, then start. So Monday, it's time for the final. Okay? We will start it. Okay? Cool? And then Wednesday, me and I record, or Thursday. Which class? Thursday. So 5th period is Thursday. My 6th period is Wednesday. That way they don't feel left out and they feel like I'm talking to them. That is the rest of the final. Okay? So, I honestly, guys and girls, the proofs, the 8 proofs that I went over yesterday and today, if you feel pretty good about them, that's about as tough as they're going to be. Yeah.
So if we finish whatever final we get on Monday, do we start the one that we get on Thursday?
No. I won't bring them both. Yeah, Sammy.
Like, what's gonna be on the final on Monday, and like, is it gonna be different from the final on Thursday?
So this will be more of the proofs.
Alright.
Okay? And there might be a couple of others that are written. And then here is multiple choice.
Okay.
Okay? This is a little bit longer being it's multiple choice. This is shorter because it's during only a 51-minute period. This is on based on a 90-minute period. Honestly, I would feel that the proof section should take No longer than 20 minutes for the fastest person. No longer than 40 minutes for the slowest person.
I'm gonna write V on every
Okay.
single one.
And then the multiple choice, I would probably say, should take no more than 35 minutes for the fastest, 70 minutes for the slowest, which leaves you 20 minutes. Yeah.
Are you gonna put the one that we start on Mondays in before?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not putting
So-
them in powers together.
So, how these are going to show up in your grade book. Okay? It's going to say written final of some sort. And then multiple choice final. And there'll be a point value, I don't know, let's say 40 points here and 40 points here. I don't know what the point values are yet. I haven't gotten that far. But, so it's very possible on this part of the final, that grade might be in. Well, I don't know, I want to guarantee it. We'll get close.
It'll be in by Friday.
No. Yeah. I hope to have it sooner.
How long is it gonna be, like 2
Huh?
pages?
I would say Monday's going to be front, back, front.
Is that one on Monday gonna be like 5 or like how much is the one on Monday gonna be worth? For like our whole group?
I gotta see. I mean, I'm gonna try and get them to work out to be 100 points somehow. Whether I do 40, 60, 50, 50, I haven't decided yet. I gotta see what the rest of the teachers do. They're not telling me stuff all the time. So I'm on a need to know daily basis, not. Yeah,
Are there construction?
you could probably see some constructions on Monday.
What kind?
Kind of swing arcs.
Nice.
All right. Do you remember how to cut the angle into 2 halves? Put your point here, swing an arc, right? Open your upper compass, swing an arc, go like that, and those are equal. That's it.
Wait.
Oh.
Perpendicular bisector looks like this. I have a segment. You open up your protractor, swing an arc above, swing the arcs below from each point, connect the points. That's about as far as we'll probably go. Yeah.
Some really altitudes.
Well, I mean, it could be something like that. I don't know. I don't think we'll have all 3.
Thanks, Mr. Stewart.
Did what I could.